Hello everyone, this is Mark Flopsy Shepherd once again, and welcome back to the NeoLemmix Introduction Pack 2020 edition by Eco2Lot. In the previous video, we managed to get quite a lot of video levels done, and I think we got 7 levels done, and now we're on level 13. So, steepest slope, 5 lemmings, 5 to be saved. Diggers, when combined with bashers or miners, can be used to create a very steep staircase. Just abuse the fact that lemmings can step up to 6 pixels. Okay, so this is digger and basher staircase, so this is about time we got onto this. Get on higher ground, find a good spot, dig 6 pixels, then switch to a basher or a miner. After moving forward at least 1 pixel, you can then switch to a digger. Again, and repeat the process. For miners, you might only need dig 4 pixels though, as the digger leaves a little overhang there. With this technique, you can create very steep slopes through the terrain without builders. Just remember the pause button and frame stepping. Okay. I don't know why I'm going climbing up to the left. I keep thinking there's going to be shimmiers involved. Wow. This is going to be quite extreme, I can see it. It's hard to know which skill's more useful here. Okay. Well, I can see the level's designed so you can work with 2 worker lemmings. So I'm going to try and show off this trick now that Eco2Lot points out. So count the amount of pixels that the digger kicks. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's too many because of the crosshair. No, it's not too many actually. Okay, so this might be better to do the basher staircase on. So just watch the digger shadow, and when it moves forward 1 pixel, start the whole process again. So this can be a bit tedious as such. So this is going to be a lot of tedious work, this is. It's probably a bit stupid that I've actually chosen to focus on 2 lemmings at once. 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on a minute. I just realised I can do this. I can do this very easily. Just realised I can do this very easily without. Just ignore me for a minute. I'm just being very stupid here. So we can just do a miner here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I started off really badly there. 2, 3. 6. Okay, it doesn't really matter now because we've got to the bottom. So we need the floater there because of that. Okay, quite a difficult level to start us off here. Okay, we messed that up. It's because I didn't notice the overhang. That's annoying. This is probably not a good level to showcase this trick on for that reason. actually quite easy to see which pixel you're on because of it, though. Okay, that's better. So notice how they notice how they just you know, ascend it. They turn into an ascender basically. So the key is we only need to start. We need to start from like down here. We don't really need to start from up there. I think that's a pretty key thing to focus on first, because otherwise we're going to be getting into a lot of trouble on this level. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to clear physics mode again because the terrain is too dark. Not really a good level for showcasing this trick, to be honest. Just the fact that it relies too much on clear physics mode. Okay, hopefully this works. Okay, I was really overcomplicating that, but I made it look a lot easier. I made it a lot easier than it could have been. So that took us nearly 7 minutes, so that's not good already. Right off the starting grid, we're already like 3 minutes down nearly. Is that driving a bloody bus, for God's sake? Sudden change in direction. Basic training 2, level 14. 30 lemmings, 28 to be saved. Blockers can be used to turn around other skills. Placing a blocker right in front of an ongoing builder or miner, for example, turns that working lemming around, and he will continue building / mining. Even diggers can be turned around by placing a blocker in front of them. This has the advantage of also releasing the blocker again the next time the digger digs downwards. Are you ready to try this out? Oh yes, the king of blockers is ready for a blocker level. Okay, so anything that's silver is steel in this level, I think. Which is actually quite a handy thing to know. So it looks like we're using the turning the builder around technique here. So what you do is, when the builder's got to a decent amount of steps, which is probably about here, you use the blocker to turn him around, and then it just turns into a zigzag bridge. It's a good way of doing an obstacle like this with one builder. And it looks like now we're going to be using the turn the miner around with the blocker now. So for this trick, you have to get the a lemming just where you want it to, and right at the end of the miner tunnel. It's important to notice that if the miner's got his pickaxe up in the air while he's doing that, he won't notice the blocker until after he's taken a swipe. So the miner's pickaxe needs to be in the down position for it to work. Because I think that's when the check, the terrain check takes place. Okay, so any lemming can be used here. So this trick works by while digger's digging, you get another lemming to stand next to him, and even though it looked like nothing happened there, this is actually pretty vital because the digger is now facing in the opposite direction. So now he can dig the wall out, and because we're digging onto steel, it doesn't need to be precise either. So that's a good level that showcases some nice blocker skills there. I'm a fan of that level. So that didn't take too long. So luckily we're back in. We're regaining time a bit. Okay, basic training 2, level 15, concentrated force. We're using a tile set by SQ Ron here. He made some good tile sets based on Turrican, I think it was. This game is from. So 50 lemmings, 44 to be saved. You've already increased the release rate to get more lemmings past unavoidable traps, but that's turned turn down the casualty even more. Try to get the lemmings tightly together as much as possible using blockers, for example, and then release the concentrated horde at the right time. This way each trap will only get a single lemming instead of multiple ones. Okay. So what he's talking about is this here. So it looks like first it would actually be very handy to get it would be very handy to have the basher tunnel already done. So look, see how the block is compressing all the lemmings. So now the trap will only get 4 lemmings. Okay. Okay, maybe doing the basher is not the right thing, so we're going to delete the assignment. So we're going to wait for the release rate, and then we're going to do the basher, and then we've got to release the crowd at just the right time such as they walk. Okay, that was a little bit too early. Okay, so we'll delete that assignment. I'm using the E key to do this, by the way, in case you want to know how to do it yourself. And it'll basically make it as if the assignment never happened. Just make it happen a little 3 frames later. It's still not quite enough. So I stop at the frame that we're at and delete the bomber. So they're still there for a few frames. And then that should be enough. And it is. Notice how like the trap's only going off once and killing 1 lemming, and it saves just enough. So we needed to save the basher as well, so that was pretty key. That's a nice level there. It's good to build on previous levels, you know, from ages ago. You know, every now and again, just to add to that skill set a little bit. Okay. Blocked in your favour. Basic Training 2, level 16. 40 lemmings, 32 to be saved. You might need some assistance here. The level includes 3 central tricks you learn. Turning around a miner with a blocker, turning around a digger with a blocker, and containing the crowd in a tight space so your losses to traps are minimal. I prepared a spot right before the traps for the containment trick. Okay. Okay. Okay, a very tricky level here. Do we just lose that lemming to the trap then? But I think first he has to do the blocker. Just checking that that lemming is turned to the left, and he is. So he picks up the pickup skill and then dies to the trap, fair enough. It's quite difficult to work that bit out, to be honest. I think as long as the floater doesn't die to the trap, it's fine. Okay, so it looks like we're doing the mining, turning the miner 3 times with a blocker. I've done quite a few levels that require that trick myself, so it's easy to spot it when it's in a level where you're playing. Okay, I can see where he means he's included a spot to do the Okay, so do it from this edge, and we should only have to turn it twice. It's important we turn the miner because we only got 1, so using the blockers actually keeps it going. Might have done it a bit too well there. No, it's fine. It actually requires a very tight miner tunnel. So the reason why I put the blocker there is because there's a load of traps up ahead. So it's very important that we actually get the lemmings tightly done like that. So it only sets each trap up once. And we end up saving 2 over, so that's good. Okay, not a bad level there. Oh no, we don't save 2 over because the amount of blockers on the level still actually took 2 away. Okay, so that's probably a good level to end the video on. It's probably a bit on the short side because we're only gone to about 16-minute mark. So, but I don't know, what level are we on? Yeah, I'll end the video here. I'll do this in the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, and I shall see you next time.